Hi, this is Stephanie Bavar, and welcome to day 11 of the Grateful Women Let It Go Challenge. And today is a really important day. We're going to let go of shoulding, just the use of the word should. And for me, this might be the most important first step. That's a really actually quite easy step to take. And first, let me talk about the juicing and the blending. Today, I'm not going to lie, it's been a really hard day. I juiced in the morning and I didn't want juice for lunch, and I had some more of the spaghetti squash with this veggie sauce that I made over it. So there was nothing sort of quote unquote bad in it, but it wasn't juicing, and I don't want to juice dinner, and today's a difficult day. So I'm just starting from now and committing to having my juice dinner and letting it go, and know that any resistance that I have to this is just really has nothing to do with nutrition or food, but just my mind wanting to take control. So it's still a good day. I'm still feeling great. And let's talk about shoulding. So the interesting thing about the word should is that it just carries so much judgment around it. It's the foundation that we use for shame and guilt. And I'll talk about shame and guilt in future blogs. But shame is when we think we are bad. Guilt is when we believe that we've done something bad. So to feel shame would be like, I should be thinner, I should be with a man, I should be more loving, I should be kinder, I should be more generous, right? Versus guilt would be, I should have called my mom, I should have saved money, I shouldn't have slept with that guy, I should have. And it's just so destructive because we create it ourselves and we use it as a stick to beat ourselves and to tell ourselves that we're bad. Or maybe with guilt that even though we've done something bad, that we're not a bad person. Nonetheless, it's so destructive. And the great news is you can let go of it really easily. And this was taught to me, I'm going to say 11 or 12 years ago, and it saved my life. No, wait, about 7 or 8 years ago. And all you have to do, are you ready for the super secret? You might want to lean in for this one. All you have to do is replace the word should with the word could. That's it. So don't change your sentence, don't change your thought, don't change whatever you're going to do, but instead of saying the word should, just say the word could. It has exactly the same meaning, but it takes away the judgment. So I could have not slept with that guy. I could have called my mom. I could be more generous. I could be more loving. I could be thinner. I could be, right? And the truth is, all of a sudden, it's like, well, that means the same thing, but all of a sudden, I'm just not a horrible person. You know, and I first heard the expression shoulding all over myself years and years ago, and it wasn't from Tony Robbins, although I think he gets credit for a lot. I'm not sure if it came from him to begin with or not. And it's so true that I used to just should all over myself, and I don't today. And so now our quote, now I believe this quote is from a Barbara Coloroso, but I'm not 100% sure. The little mini article about this was a little bit ambiguous. So to whomever gets this credit, I give thanks and credit. And it is, people are always shoulding on themselves. Whenever you use the word should, you are in an argument with reality. Because the way it is the way it is. And all the shoulds in the world are not going to make it any different. Only you taking action, and complaining isn't taking action, to change it will make it any different. And that's it. So today for the Grateful Women Challenge, this is a really important one. Try this, post about it, write about it, tell me what you think. Go to gratefulwomen.com, get your free handbook, but tell me what you think it's like as you start to use the word could instead of the word should. I wish everyone joy and a great day, and I will talk to you tomorrow for day 12 of the Grateful Women Let It Go Challenge. Bye-bye.